Okay, apparently I'm streaming, but I can't seem to get... No, that's not... That's what I want. Thank you. Let me move that. 'Cause that doesn't need to be right freaking there. Thank you. Can I adjust... No? No, it doesn't look like I can. Damn it. Just not a good... Oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get the chat resized, so if anyone actually feels like chatting to me, which as of right now doesn't seem to be the case, so whatever. I'll just go ahead and do this. By playing Doki Doki Literature Clubs, you agree that you are at least 13. Ha 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 ha. And you consent to the exposure of highly disturbing content. I've heard this is a lot worse than what I'm thinking it's going to be. It's not suitable for children and those who are easily disturbed. Well, guess I can't play this. Damn. Oh shit, okay. So, obviously I can't use my mouse. Or I can't, wow, I can't use... I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious. Oh wow, I need to space my words out better. Oblivious to any attention she might be drawing to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. I am too drunk for this already. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Okay. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequent. Starting around high school, wow. Between being drunk and my selective dyslexia, I can't read these fucking visual novels. She started sleeping more and more frequently, oversleeping more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up with me. Okay. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe. Or no, that's me. Okay, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. If only I could. That's mean, Crash. I just got a weird thought in my head. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you. You don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Blech. Whatever you say, Sayori. Bitch, I'm 2 drinks past 5. I'm good. Or whatever. We cross the street together and make our way to school. And now I'm speaking in a weird conversion of the two. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. And I want to be a voice actor and I can't talk. By the way, Crash, oh god, what? Have you decided on a club to join yet? I'm gonna be a theater major. A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. Haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I want you to fuck me in the ass, blah blah blah. Yeah, sure. What are you doing? Well, we're going up to my room. Why? Because you're gonna fuck me in the ass. Oh, fuck, god, shit, crap, whore. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm... Wow, I can talk. When I'm perfectly content just getting by on average on the... Getting by on the average. I know that's a thing, but always sounded weird to me. while spending my free time on games and anime. That is why I'm playing this game. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I don't need no freaking skills for college, I'm a math whiz. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? Oh, just come on and say it. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. There's gonna be a lot of sighing in this Let's Play. In a few years because you're not used to the real world. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of sighing. You trust me, right? I'm in danger. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Oh, Christ. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? That's what I'm doing, bitch. Shut up. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Okay. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. I wish school days were like that. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs! Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? 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 You have a bad connection! Sayori? Charlie? I mean, what? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. Well, you seem to be doing that a lot, actually. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. How? I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. Shut up. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Oh, that was me, sorry. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Ah, shit. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to... Wow. I can almost write this whole thing in my head. There is no way I'm going to your club. Your. Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Oh boy, a book reading club. Yay! Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99%... Wow. 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun and help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. So who's the president? That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? What? Oh, Christ. I kind of told the club yesterday I'd bring a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Are they Rainbow Dash cupcakes? Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or is she so cunning as to have planned all this out. Sorry, this is really fucking boring right now. I let out a long sigh. I've been letting out sighs since this game started. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. At least you didn't sell your body. Yet. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! Hey, I never said I was a new member. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl number 1. Or girl 1. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. How the fuck do you know who I am already? Seriously? You brought a boy? Oh, I'm gonna hate you. Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, I'm really gonna hate you. Ah, Crash, what a nice surprise. Do I know you? Welcome to the club. I have to give them all different voices, do I? God, okay, Sayori's the airhead. Pink-haired girl's obviously the tomboy bitch. I have no clue about the other two. All words escape me in this situation. Oh, I guess she's my crush. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Yeah, except for the bitch. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. That's Natsuki. Okay. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. You mean always a bitch. And this is Yuri. Oh, God. The smartest in the club. I mean, okay, I'm already liking Yuri, but okay. Does that mean if I crush on Yuri, I'm a Yuri? God, I could make a pun there, and I don't want to. I really don't. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I wonder why. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you've already know Monica. Monica? Monica. There's a pun there, too, and I don't want to make it. That's right. It's great to see you again, Crash. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Yet she knows my name, so what does that say about me? Anyway, so having her smile at me is so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. I'm gonna call her Monica, because Monica just keeps making me want to trigger me. Come, sit down, Crash. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit to Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. I gotta switch out the voices here. I have no idea what I'm doing. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks to arrange to form a table. A table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh-oh, ooh-oh. Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icings, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. She bought them from the store. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking at the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glance in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Hello! Finally have someone joining my stream. Yay! This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I thought you fucking made them, you stuck up. Ah! Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Oh god, please god don't tell me she has a past with me where she actually made me cupcakes. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you know, you dummy. Alright. I mean, what? I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and to dismiss the conversation. I really can't talk right now, I'm only one drink freaking in. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Okay. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I mean, sure. That's what you're into? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Okay. That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. It's actually kind of cute how she fumbles with her hair. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. Speaking of which, I mean, what? Actually, Arnold Palmer sounds really good right now. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? We're not gonna read 50 Shades of Grey, are we? Really? I am? I feel so underappreciated. Sorry. Anyone watching this on YouTube is probably gonna be like, what are you replying to? Thank you for the compliment. I'm a little drunk, so obviously I'm kind of abashed. Or bashful? Bashful. I used the wrong word. Abash. Yeah, I was trying to do the Resident Evil game earlier, and I realized that my computer was not handling it and the stream at the same time, so now I'm doing Doki Doki Literature Club. But yeah, even though you're the only one here watching me, I'm still gonna do this. I'm gonna probably do this for the next couple of hours, so we'll see how weird this gets. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? 4 girls making me feel right at home. This is gonna go hentai really quickly, isn't it? As president of the literature club, okay, she's the president, okay. It's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. You kinda came out of the closet. I mean, what? How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Hahaha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I mean, it's high school clubs. I think there's always politics. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Yeah, that's what most of the clubs do in high school. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling a dream. Monica really is a great leader. Sure. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't... Oh. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Stabby, stabby, stabby. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start a new brand. Wow. I'm just gonna drink this and we're gonna go from there, okay? Okay. Ooh. The dregs of a freaking drink. interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard. We're gonna read 50 Shades of Grey in here, aren't we? You have to work hard. Did I already make that joke, or was that joke just sitting around in my head for about the last 5 minutes? You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. So, reading. Okay. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. I need to give her, like, an accent or something, I don't know. We'll do our best. No, that was great, I don't know. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. The big book. I have no idea what you think I was gonna say. I was gonna say book. Monica must have worked really hard to just find these three. Yeah, well, one of them, not so much. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Crash, what kind of things do you like to read? Comic books? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have any good way of answering that. Manga. I mean, not far off from what I said, but a little... yeah, okay. I mean, God, I think I read more in high school than anything else. I mean, I tried to keep up reading in college, but there was a lot of shit to do in college. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Oh dear. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. Oh god, it's one of those cliche poses. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. So, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, 50 Shades of Grey? I gotta stop making that fucking joke. I need to come up with something new. Alien vs. Predator? I don't know. Fuck, that was even a bad joke. I quit. I'm done. I can't do this. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. So you play D&D a lot. That's what I'm getting from this. Not much, but... Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. I don't know if that's a good thing, but you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. What kind of psychological elements? Isn't it amazing how writers can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I mean, yeah, kind of. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Okay, I read a horror... I read a horror book once. God, I'm actually trying to think if I've actually read a horror book. Do the Five Nights at Freddy's books count as horror books? I kinda think they do, but I think they're more of like suspense thrillers. God, I don't even think I've actually read any Stephen King books, actually. I've read excerpts. Excerpts? Am I saying that right? Excerpts. God, I'm drunk. And I'm only in my second drink. I desperately grasp something I can relate to on a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have having a conversation with a rock, or a brick wall, or a door. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. Is this foreshadowing? I feel like this is foreshadowing. But if a story makes me think, and takes me to another world, then I can really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Surreal horror. Okay. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Ah, she has a secret. Ah. What gives you that idea? What? Wow, I just went into like Jeff Goldblum trying to talk in a girl voice. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called Shut Up, Shut Up, Shut Up, Shut Up. Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just cute as you are. Oh god, she's gonna kill someone. Sayori styles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. That's... okay. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Sorry, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at the situation. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive? Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Oh dear. Natsuki and Yuri looks quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we shall share them with each other. Oh dear. That way everyone is even. Quietness, cricket chirp, smallest violin. Yeah, let's do it! Shut up, Sayori! I'll fucking kill you. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other. Strengthen the bond of the club. I'm gonna get raped at some point, aren't I? Isn't that right, Crash? That was not the thing to say after I said that last statement. Monica smiles warmly at me once. Just once. Hold on, there's still one problem. I haven't joined the fucking club yet. Piss off. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Oh, yeah, because they're all staring at you with really different colored eyes. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Crash. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Yeah, because you're a guy and has a dick and you're thinking about boning one of them. How am I supposed... I'm talking about myself. I need to shut up. How am I supposed to make it a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. Or, that is, if writing poems is... if the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Oh my god, you are fucking awful. Right. I'm fucking awful. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yeah, they all seem to jump up at the same time. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey... You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. And, thanks, I guess? Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remembers tonight's assignment. Write a poem and bring it to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Crash, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? God, it feels like my marriage. I mean, what? I already feel like the anxiety welling up inside of me. Oh yeah, cause God knows I don't already deal with that enough. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Clean up their food? Their food. Hey, Crash, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Siri. I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. I feel like reading everything in a sarcastic voice. That sounds like a good thing. Yay! So everything in a sarcastic voice. With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Wow. Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Wow, this doesn't scream dating sim at all. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, the fact that they're jumping around on the bottom of the page is actually kind of distracting. Crimson... Fuck, I don't know. Crimson Captive... Charm? Alliteration! I know big words too! I was gonna say, oh my god, if none of you know what alliteration means, I'm officially done with this. Resistance? I don't know what this is doing. Sure, I'll pick horror. Horror, agonizing. I don't know if I want to say massacre. Massacre? Massacre. Fuck it. Whatever. Massacre. Extreme protein. Death? God, I don't know. This isn't even depressing. This is just gore I'm writing, apparently. Fuck, I don't know. Ambient. Sticky, pure, infallible swimsuit. Melancholy. Fuck it, I'm picking melancholy. It's a big word. Uncanny analysis, disarray. Papa, broken, kiss, passion, covet. Let's do uncanny. Puppy, universe, unrestrained. Fireflies, fluffy. Fear, entropy. Heaven sent, embrace, anime. Let's do unrestrained. Lust and incongruent. Breath, breathe, not breath. Sorry. Clumsy, peaceful, disaster, secretive, nibble, cage, flee. This is turning dirty, and I guess that's fine. Sadness, pain, family, cute, beauty, skirt, journey, extraordinary, spinning, together. Sadness? I don't know. Fuck it. I don't know. Vitality, bubbles, prayer, laugh, tenacious, vibrant, tragedy, sunny, dance, fester. Let's do tenacious. Misfortune, nightgown, vanilla, oh my god. Okay, one more. Thank god. Disown, alone, daydream. Let's just do infinite. Climax, Playground, Judgment Graveyard, Inferno, Loud, Bunny. Let's climax. I just turned it into a horror, creepy thing. Hi again, Crash! Don't talk to me. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha! Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Oh, wait, that's me. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Crash. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Siri told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. Yeah. And last year too. Yeah. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. What? Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Ha ha. Natsuki finds herself struck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Crash always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with the busy work without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Why is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Crash can become good friends too. Oh my god, please shut up. Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. Guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some schedule activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Like the little sea urchin she is. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more. At the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. What's going on? Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I'm out of this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, That's not what I meant. I mean, just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something very obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well... Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled A Portrait of Markov. Oh dear. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure you don't accidentally give anything away. Or I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. While her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Crash? No, it's not that. No, it's really not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. A dark, barren wasteland where death awaits at every corner. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange and new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophies that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Yes, you are. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I need to start speaking in the feminine voice. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Maybe something else, too. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Oh, shit, that was me. Sorry. I'm drunk. Don't fucking pay attention to me anymore. You don't have to. Well, what are you saying? Wow, she looks terrified. Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the next seat to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's. Then I hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it a little kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Okay, we're Japanese here. Okay. I do the same thing with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Okay, no, we're doing English. Okay. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, she just assumes that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Wow. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does, like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Crash, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poem with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Oh my god, my fucking finger's cramped. There we go. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. Just heartbroken. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. On your own time? I thought it was on your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and then slip it back into my bag. By the way, you did remember to write a poem last night. Yeah, 20 words. Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Oh shit. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loosely torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote her in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh dear. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri? Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional! What was that? Did you say that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri's first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Well, I've published a book. I mean, what? Your use of imaginary and metaphor and imagery. Wow. I'm educated. Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Yeah, about that. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Not really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if it's breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. No! I did alliteration. Fuck you. Most new writers don't know how to do that. Fuck you. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two words together. The end result is that both the style and the expressive are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ah, my hand. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calms. I'm trying to see if I'm reading that right. Calm? Maybe calm. Calm breathing air. No, that's not what it says. What does it say? Callous? Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you so long time to read. Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Crash. Really? I must have totally missed that point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember the poet often expresses their own thoughts feelings and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn. Am I saying that right? Solemn? Solemn? Solemn. Putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Oh, that was her. Sure. Ah. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Oh my god, stop blushing. You actually are really cute like that. Yeah, of course. You know... I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Crash. Ah, me too. Who to oh, Christ. Sayori? This is a good poem, Crash. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. I mean, I could write poems in my spirit. Shut up! Everyone just shut up! No one talks! Shut up! Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Yeah, about that. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Yeah, about that. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Crash. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that not only really good people... That's something that only really good people do. Wow, I can talk. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Everything had a great rhyming scale, and then it ended with, I'm not mad, I want breakfast. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes you feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. Didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Eggs and bakey? No, whatever, I don't. Even though you were late for school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. Next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Oh, Christ. Who should I show my poem? Okay, Natsuki's probably gonna hate me, but let's go with Monica. Hi, Crash. Having a good time so far? Not really. Good, glad to hear it. I said not really, bitch. I keep clicking on her boob. I need to stop that. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? How about we write, like, snippets of stories that may or may not get published? How about that? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Like, that thing I just said. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better at just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, I want to share you want to share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Anyway, don't worry, Crash. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Crash. I was going, oh, or ooh. Oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Sure it is. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. I'm actually a little surprised I'm actually able to read this pretty well. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Phrasing! That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't forget yourself to write the way everyone else wants to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Sure. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes, the noisy neighbor, the angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina is already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole... Oh god, there's a lot to this. It's stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Okay, so what do you think? I feel like you have problems. It's very freeform, is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. Yeah, I do that sometimes. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. I mean, that actually isn't bad advice. Oh gee, maybe the only one I have left to fucking show it to. Okay. Crash, if you're not going to take this club serious, then go home. Okay. Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Well, actually, I am. I mean, what? Maybe it's not very good. But yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Oh, painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better, anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I tell you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style would make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Oh god, I found my inner fucking child. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end and then made it all fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with her last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Why did I switch into this accent? Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. I mean, there were some really big words that I chose in mine, and I am kind of a writer, so fuck off me. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happy chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with on hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice enough. Thanks, but it really didn't come out. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Theory liked it. And Crash did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my... Oh, I know why they're fighting, because I picked fucking Yuri first, and Natsuki laughed. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I'm guessing if I did pick some people different, they'd be fighting. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Crash liked my poem too, you know. He even told me that it was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh crap. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh god. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Crash appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Oh crap. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Oh, fuck. No. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Crash started showing up. What? Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Oh... I don't like fighting, guys. Oh, crap. Yeah? She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would happen in the... Oh, crap. I'm gonna have to choose. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Crash. Wait, there's no reason we have to have so many deep, expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Crash? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Oh, fuck. Just a sec, I'm gonna finish this drink and then I'll make my choice. I hate being dragged into these situations. Oh, the dregs of a drink. Oh. Okay, second one down. Honestly, I'm probably gonna agree with Yuri because I am a writer and I do write long, big word shit. This is gonna end badly. Wait, Natsuki? You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you being so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feeling into it and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see, I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well if you just told her how you felt. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean to. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, and at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Seriously, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Wow, snatches his own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hand and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. They look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and... everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Crash, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Crash, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone, until girls tried to slit each other's throats. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. What? Maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job at impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Crash! Ready to walk home? Not really. Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That really was the first time. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Crash, it's nice that I get to spend a lot of time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. I'm gonna get raped. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. I'm going to get raped. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh fuck, I'm a fucking pervert. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, I'm gonna write the poem, and then I think I'm gonna... Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll write the poem, and then I'll... Oh, do they jump depending on who... Oh, they jump depending on who likes it. Why do you keep jumping? See, now I'm just picking the same fucking words again, because I want to see what... Grief. Grief? Okay. I think yeah. I didn't realize Doki Doki. Oh, I have to pick that. Okay, I'm gonna save it there. Yeah, I'm gonna save it there. I feel like this is gonna go bad really fast. Oh my god, I hate being thrown into situations like that so much. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I'm debating whether I'm gonna play something after this. I'm gonna take a small break here. I might come back, I might not, but I'm definitely taking a small break. Should probably get something to eat while I'm drinking so much. But that was Doki Doki Literature Club. I probably won't come back and play this again, but I'll play this. I'll continue playing this to the end. At least one. I think there's multiple playthroughs of this game, but I'll play it to the end once at some point. I'll finish it at some point. But I'll be back in a few minutes, and I'll find something else to play. But I'll see you guys next time. Okay? Thanks. Bye. Hopefully I know how to stop the recording here.